It's been a long time, Dragon, but it's finally back up in the air. Welcome everyone to Here Be Dragons, our dragon-centric game that's off the ground and spreading its wings and flapping about like a dragon in the sky. My name's Philip, and I'm your Dragon Master, and I am joined by 5 wonderful dragons. Roar hello, dragons.
Dragons.
We often talk about how I don't have a good as a point that I don't have a good thing that I say for this one. But tonight is one of the first times where I went live forgetting that I don't have one. And it was that was the energy that you just saw there. Well, welcome back. We have been away for approximately 6 weeks, maybe and maybe change, because of a couple of our Cantrip Candles games, including one with this whole group. But now we're back here. There will be another Cantrip Candles game somewhat soon, but I don't know the exact time on that. For another module that I actually literally just turned into them. But in the meantime, we're back here with Here Be Dragons, where a bunch of stuff happened a while back, and I was just refreshing all our memories about it, because boy, who can remember any of that? That being said, because we are in the Shadow World to start off tonight, I am going to burn. This is not an official Cantrip Candles endorse. We're not they're not endorsing anything we do. I really have to say that, especially on Fridays, that they don't this is not an official connection. I'm just lighting with their candles because I like them, because the stuff we say on Fridays is rough. Much worse than here, and we say bad stuff on here. Last Fridays began with a non-Euclidean orgy.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, well, it had more dimensions than you'd think, and they turned into what they called a flesh plane, because one of them was a pilot, and he took the stick. Anyway, this is
a flesh plane or plank? Did you say plane?
A flesh plane. 2 of them were the wings, and the rest were the cockpit. And anyway, it was
really
a lot.
starting off strong.
Ironic that it's a plane, considering it was non-Euclidean.
That these are all the kinds of points people were trying to make, and they all died from it, but they got to say cool last words. And I think Jared's was the best. Was now that's a landing I can clap for. In any case, I'm gonna light Realm of Shadows because it's about the shadow. We're in the Shadow World in this game.
What are the notes on Realm of Shadows, Philip?
Pomegranate, star anise, and wet slate.
Ooh, that sounds delightful.
It really is nice. I like this one a lot. This one and House of the Witch, and Forests of Fae.
I am jealous.
I mean, I do have a lot of candles in my house. It's a nice situation.
They're really good. They're really good.
Candles.
They are good candles.
That's very true.
So in any case, I'm glad that I brought up all that stuff about the non-Euclidean orgy when I was trying to sort of not be saying bad stuff near Cantrip Candles again. In any event, in our last sort of couple of sessions, our dragons managed to make it to the Cave of the Haven, which of course many of them sort of suggested could use a better name. I think some were just call it Caven or Chaven. I wasn't. This wasn't me. That some of you people were saying that. I can't remember who, but yeah. But in any case, it was explained to them how their enemy, Iador, the Shadow Master of the Soul, who is the one who was from Wyrmloth, or was from Wish World, and made the wish that cursed your home, Wyrmloth, to kind of have all of the sort of wealth, all dragons become, irresistibly avaricious, gather their hoards. It all eventually goes to this Iador. So it was all kind of the one who has cursed your realm and forced you all to behave in certain ways. It was revealed that this Shadow Master of the Soul is not a dragon, as you've thought this whole time, but in fact a giant. Albeit a giant who, through sort of shadowmancy, was able to have a draconic form, and a giant form, and a humanoid form, and another form that remains a mystery. The point, however,
It's a
is...
goblin.
Well, that would be the humanoid one, probably. Because that's it's creature types, basically. However, what is interesting about this is this means that they all must be defeated at once if you want to stop this. So that's what these great ancient great worms here hiding in this sort of cave of the Haven, that's what they want to do. They want to sort of launch a strike. They don't even know where all of the shadows necessarily are, but they have a good sense of it. But that last one that they don't even know the form of, they have no leads on finding out. And though they gave you all sort of like some little missions, you could go here, you could go there, maybe find out some information. Your connection to the Umbral Court, to those shadow elves, your pre-existing relationship, meant that maybe you have an avenue that these dragons have never explored. They have never gone to the shadow world. Because though Iador is of the shadow, there's the shadow elves have their own thing, and there has never been any proven link between what the shadow elves of the Umbral Court are up to and Iador's broader evils and plans. So they suggested maybe you go. You were mildly, not hesitant to do so, but there was certainly a degree of like, well, we kind of aren't on the best terms because of how things went with Konosuba when we kind of sort of totally undid one of the Dreadlands under their control and caused some upheavals. So you thought hopefully maybe that could be smoothed over. Maybe the Umbral Queen herself would not sort of be bearing the grudges of the Mist Warden. So you went. Oh, also, I'm just going to mention this because it was a really important thing last time, that Elon explained that he hates tipping. This is just independently of anything. Elon said he hates tipping, and what he likes to do is hand people a pair of bootstraps if they offer good service.
Forgot about that. That was good.
Right.
It's effective.
It's about integrity and sending a message. So maybe the real villain was the friends you made along the way. Also, speaking of Elon has another fun little element, which is that Elon is carrying a sword called Soul Carver, who started cool, but I think is beginning to be not quite as it's beginning to insult Elon.
No, it's
Kind
cool.
of,
No,
like,
it's fine.
Want him to get into a fight and like calling him weak and stuff. I think he called him a beta.
Yeah, honestly, it reminds me of boarding school. So,
Very comfortable feeling.
Yeah, his favorite times.
We
So that's
went
good.
to an elite boarding school for kindergarten wormlets.
yeah.
It's kind of a tradition in our family to send the children away.
I mean,
Yeah, no, they say that like they don't want you. Yeah, they don't like the more FaceTime that your parents have, the more spoiled you are. So,
it's true.
Mm.
Yeah.
So just right after you're born, if you could just leave, they like that better.
Yeah. Post hatching, children should be neither
Yeah.
seen nor heard.
This is a picture of us saying goodbye.
yeah,
To your mother, your father, you never spoke to.
it's just preparing us for gate, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Preparing you for your inevitable gate. Got to fly out, leave the nest, and eat a couple planes. So you all traveled via the amulet, that very, very powerful amulet that you have that allows Lord Buku, Bazan, Bazan to traverse to any plane. With limited limits upon it, although perhaps there will be some at some point. You traveled to the Shadow World, to the Umbral Court. An easy place to get to, as you've been there many times and have items therefrom. You walked into the audience. You were ushered in They sort of seemed to be, if not expecting you specifically, very ready to greet various guests. Oh, you did bring a mirror. I really need to go through all these things since it's been so many weeks. You were given by Zeamoth a mirror of shadowed glass, which is basically like a mirror of life trapping that has various souls within it. You have the command words to suck more people in, bring people out, but that was something you could give the Umbral Queen, since Tongar kind of said, like, maybe we should give them a gift. So you have this mirror of life trapping with you, this mirror of shadowed glass. When you went in, however, there was a shadow dragon on the throne, like the first time you entered, but XigXag could tell it smelled slightly different, at which point it coalesced into a shadow elf, but not the one you were expecting. It was Konosubi, now sitting on the throne as the new Umbral Queen, looking down at you with a cruel smirk, surprised that you've come to pay her homage. Yes, Lord Buku.
Was she the new Umbral Queen or just the Umbral Queen that we didn't realize?
Excellent question, because it was many years ago. It is the
was a
Umbral Queen
coup.
you remember is gone, and now the person you remembered being the Mist Warden.
Yeah, the one
is
we
the
really
Umbral.
pissed off.
Yeah, the one who was
Yeah.
furious at the way that you got out, even though Lugok
That all
was
tracks.
like,
Yeah.
even though Lugok was like I don't think she was going to be able to get you guys out in time, saying you did the right thing, etc., etc. So yes.
Mhm.
So that's fine.
So
Cool.
that is where we start.
Oh, right in the throne room.
Right in this throne room, she looks down and sort of looks down.
Probably
at you
not
and says,
still mad at us.
Well, hello there, your Highness. Congratulations on the promotion.
Promotion. Interesting way of putting it.
Elevation,
Ascension.
ascension. That's good.
A bit more accurate, though. Not necessarily cause for celebration, not the way things transpired.
I just think if we have any beef, we should just squash it right now.
Beef. You've
Yeah, like
brought,
sausages.
You've brought cattle.
No, I'm saying like if we have beef the last time we talked, and I'm sure, I've done a lot of growing since then. You probably have too. Obviously, you're the queen.
Well,
I just wanted to I didn't want it to be awkward from the jump.
awkward? No, not awkward.
Oh,
No,
good.
it's,
Okay,
it's
great.
not as if your actions began a chain of events which has led to various dreadlands disappearing, being pulled back in the material plane, and utterly upsetting the balance of power, not only in our shadow world, but across the multiverse itself. No. Things are not.
I feel like
awkward.
there's some sarcasm going on here.
I know.
So.
I feel like these turn of events also now you're the queen, so you're welcome. Okay.
I'm welcome.
To being queen.
Your Majesty, if I may, many of my compatriots aren't used to dealing with royalty. It's a little different than perhaps dealing with, merchants of a higher order. My point is that I apologize for any misconstrued statements that my allies might be making. What we all seem to feel on our side of things is merely a graciousness for your accepting our entreaty here, and a appreciation for the place that you find yourself now. We all feel that you are someone that has both earned and is deserving of the post that you now occupy. We are all, of course, individuals and have our own ideas and whatnot, and so perhaps we may have disagreed in the past, but that does not mean we cannot agree in the future.
Lord Buku, go ahead and make a sort of, I would imagine this would be like a charm or persuade, but if you want to suggest this is something else, you certainly can.
Charm, I think, works great.
Charm works.
Either
great.
one.
Yeah, you're pretty good on either of those, but
How much power does it cost to change something?
You know what? Before you change anything, I'm going to round down your Byzantine culture. So give yourself 2 extra dice, because you also are a cultural. So you're gonna roll. It's as if you rolled a total of 9 dice.
Understood. What does it cost just to re-roll all of that?
3. Reroll the whole thing as 3.
I'm doing it. 3 pairs ain't gonna cut it this time, I feel like.
By the way, did we gain back our power since last time, since it was forever ago?
It would only be a power or 2 where I was going to hold off on that. Because no time has passed. We've cut right to,
Okay.
Time is a weird thing.
Well, triple artwork.
Triple triple
and
is,
double trophy.
Ooh, interesting.
About what I can do.
Artwork. Are you going to go with the artwork or the trophy?
I think I have to. Oh, a double gemstone as well. I had 2 pairs. But yeah, I'll go with the triple artwork.
I think triple artwork's probably a good one. The intention, the sort of like, kind of it's as if you're weaving an artistic, you're kind of weaving a beautiful tapestry of words here. She doesn't seem to like necessarily even soften, but whatever edge was growing when she was like, "You're welcome," that seems to have cooled for a moment.
Oh, okay.
She will sort of sigh and say, "I do see that you have not arrived empty-handed. So, you bring something, an offering."
Yeah, I guess something like a housewarming present.
Throne warming present, maybe?
What is it, dragons?
I think Goku
Does
should
anybody
present it.
remember?
Yeah, we brought you
Does
this mirror.
anybody remember?
Yeah, we brought you this mirror here of shadowed glass. I believe it can do some soul trapping.
Is
Feels
there
like,
anyone-
given our previous relationship, a bit of a dangerous
Indeed. There
thing
might
here to
be
hand
some
you.
beautiful space in here for some dragons. However, are there already any souls within?
I believe so. Yes.
Probably.
Do you give her the like written command words as well?
Sure.
A mirror of shadowed glass, you say? It is a fitting offering, I suppose. She snaps, and a couple of people run over and pick it up and carry it out. She looks at you all and says, "So, I'm sure that you have not come here merely to congratulate me or pay homage, given that you seemed surprised to see me. So what is it that has brought you back to the Shadow World and the Umbral Court after we parted ways so acrimoniously?"
Indeed. Obviously, we, wish to make amends for any past misunderstandings or troubles that have arisen due to our actions. However unintended, yet the trouble still remains. And so we, make this offering as a way to make amends for that. We also acknowledging the fact that, many, that in our wake, dealing with our own troubles, many things have occurred in this world that have been problematic for others. We are seeking to right other wrongs that we have discovered and come across. You are familiar with the idea of gate and grace that we have in our world. We have avoided such a fate ourselves through our travels in the empowerment of other gods of the world. I suppose the point would be that we think we may be able to reverse that trend, but in order to do so, we would ask for your assistance, not necessarily in material or physical contribution, although both would be welcome, but more of an information stage. If this interests you at all, we'd be happy to go into more detail, but I do not wish to waste your precious time.
To be honest, I'm mildly intrigued by whatever it is you might ask. I am not particularly inclined to help you, although information is a rather valuable thing, yet it can be given freely. I'm curious what... At this point, however, as she's kind of weighing this, and members of the court, and again, you all do feel that you're not affected by it, you feel that slowness, because the soulmonger is way up in the highest thing, kind of looking at you. He might even give you guys a nod if any of you look up, since he was definitely kind of you guys should leave, this is, but he was more on your side once you emerged, or whatever. However, there is a sort of a loud, sort of whooshing of shadowy energy, and a very imperious shadow elf walks in, sort of saying, "Oh, my queen, forgive the intrusion, but I must have an immediate..." Oh, God, dragons? Your Majesty? And she says, "Yes, Bisperus, it is those dragons."
Hi.
How dare they be here? They should be... well, you've all come to turn yourselves in for what you've done? And she says, "Do you have a report? You have been in compliance for a very long time." Well, as a matter of fact, I do, but I hardly think I should give this report in front of these... She says, "No. Please, as you said, they were responsible for many of our misfortunes, so let them hear how complex things have gotten due to their actions." This Bisperus, he kind of sort of huffs himself up and kind of walks past you all, dodging giant legs and things, and walks up to the queen, bows before her again, and steps up and says, "Well, my time in compliance was complete and utter waste. Various interlopers from other planes arrived, and though they seemed amenable to our goals and our demands, well, first of all, I do not wish to make complaints for my failure, but I will point out that the being in control of compliance was no clockwork mechanism at all. It was a seal.
Like a seal of approval?
Yeah.
Someone kept saying that, but no. But a seal, obviously I wondered if it were a selkie, which indicated, sort of a broader sort of deference that we should play, but no. My queen, it appeared to literally simply be a seal. That it is, we should not respect the authority of compliance if this is who has been put in charge. What are you saying? So, what was the ruling from compliance? Well, my queen, effectively there is going to be an external monitoring of entities from off-plane looking at the various sort of edges, not only of the Dreadlands within the Shadow World, but across all the planes to sort of monitor and make sure things are not being moved.
Shishu leans over to Elon and goes, "I think they totally know that I was a deity in that plane."
Yeah, you got a good reputation, babe.
Does anyone else... I mean, I guess all you dragons probably heard that.
I don't understand a word of it, but I'm fascinated.
Tongart, go ahead and do a...
Same.
I guess read person on that.
Sure. Yeah, I'm alright with that. Let's
Yeah.
accept. Okay, so we've got 2 pair, but which would be better to have a triple of?
Ooh.
I forget how many points you just have, sitting there all.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not just that. This is read person's one where I have a dragon die. So I get
He
to
has a
change it.
dragon die in it, but so it's
Oh.
it's really what he's gonna want, because then he could just throw 5 on top and have to be a quad. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So I have talisman and gemstone. And honestly, neither of them seem that great. Let's just go with talisman. I'll have a triple talisman.
Perfect.
Why not?
You do not. Just I don't think a roll was really required for this, but just to sort of explicitly state it, you do not have a sense that anyone here knows nor cares that Shishu was discussed as a deity in some places.
Sure. Okay.
Bisperus, meanwhile, is kind of just going on and on. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna look at Shishu. He's like, yeah, I think the word of mouth is building.
She squeals.
Bisperus, meanwhile, is going on and on about some human woman who claimed to know the old Umbral Queen, and he's like, I don't know what that was about, but she really did seem to know. She was very familiar with her and knew details. And then there was some kind of strange cat creature and a small bear creature and an orc. They were a very strange group who came on behalf of this other thing. He's just going on and on in great irritation. But eventually, hearing all of this, Kenosubi will say, so just to clarify, not only were you not successful in sort of gaining rules from external sort of planar monitoring to protect the borders of our Dreadlands, which we are wishing to expand. Instead, this protection has been ceded to some independent third party with motives utterly unknown to us. They could be working for the Nightmare Rider for all you know. Well, I think they were not. They seemed opposed to the Nightmare Rider, my queen. But yes, it was a total failure. A waste of my time and a total failure. It was just awful. Well,
I mean, it doesn't sound like a total failure, right? Like, it does sound like...
Dragon, be silent! It was a total failure, and I
Right,
put myself
mistake.
down prostrate
No
before
place.
you. And she'll say, you are... This is not an auspicious start for you, our new Mist Warden. But... return to the Mists. Return to the Dreadlands. Let us know if there are any such incursions, and if these external forces pay any attention. But yes, my queen, at once. And he sort of just looks up at the dragons and sneers at all of you and says, I can't believe you went in. And just walks out.
Can I just catch him on his way out, just to say something real quick?
Sure, yeah.
So I was like, it is always real hard when your supervisor used to have your old job. It's usually really harsh critiques. I wouldn't take it too personally.
First of all, it is not a job. It is an honor. Second of all, what you say, you might be inadvertently correct, dragon, but I don't need your sympathy. You do know that you started all of this, don't you? You understand that, right?
Ah, no idea.
He just walks out.
Does XigXag has a clue how we started this?
I mean, in what they have said, what he seems to be going with and what she sort of indicated was, you unsettled things. I think no roll is required for sort of this basic thing, XigXag. You guys went into the Dreadlands, which you weren't supposed to do. You wound up killing the Dreadlord, which altered the fabric of that reality and messed with things there and sort of weakened the gates between them. And now they're dealing with other kinds of incursions and lost territory and all sorts of stuff, and they seem to think that you started that ball rolling.
Well, they think it, but
They think it. It may not be true. And in fact...
Oh, but we didn't. Yeah.
I mean, we definitely
Dreadlords
changed
get
things.
killed all the time, don't they?
They really don't. It's a
No.
big deal when one does. Yeah.
Yeah, but it happened before. It was
They
the first
really
time.
Just like that. No, it was you did a good job. You did a big thing.
And we didn't intentionally go into the Dreadlands.
And
This is the one
technically, it
time I didn't
wasn't us
intentionally
who
drag it.
killed them. It was those friggin'
It was us.
humans.
It wasn't us, but it was us.
Well, yeah, but not us. Not the dragons, us.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of us.
Yeah, blame the humanoids.
Yeah.
The bipeds.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
bipeds did.
Well, at the time, you all were bipeds, so...
we didn't really pull the trigger. We just sort of load the gun and handed it to the shooter. So we're fine.
Yeah, I mean,
That is
we
true.
didn't tell them to shoot anybody.
You also
They
did.
know
You also
it's
did bring them in and leave them a loaded gun. That's kind of how that. Yeah. You sort of.
Yeah.
So in any case, Kenosubi watches him go and just sort of turns back and says, "Yes, as you can see, your actions are still rippling through this place. Nevertheless, if there is information you seek, I am curious what it is you want to know."
What did we want to know?
If I'm remembering right, and it's been a while, since we're after this being that has all these different shadows, I believe we were trying to learn if there was anything about him that would be since these are the people who live within the shadows, something to either defeat, weaken, any sort of advantages we could gain over him.
Of this giant?
The biggest one is find out the fourth shadow of Iador.
Right. That.
But any information would be, of use.
Oh, so basically just want to know something.
Weren't these? I can't remember. I can't as a player remember what they know, what we know, and where the difference is.
Absolutely. So as of now, it's a good news because you kind of just don't know. You have no idea what the Umbral Court knows. The Umbral Court definitely knows about the dragon curse and the shadow monsters who come after stuff. They're well aware of that. You don't know what they know about Iador. You don't know what they know about the Four Shadows. You don't know what they know about... You have now indicated that it was a curse, and she kind of kept a very impassive face, that you were sort of saying someone cursed our land and we're trying to undo that, and she sort of did not reveal whether or not this is new information or well known or whatever. So you don't know. It's a tricky situation. You don't know. They could be longtime allies of Iador. You've never seen reports to that thing, but it could be. So it's kind of, you're sort of, you're not sure if you just want to go a straight question or if you want to,
Okay, I got the approach now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Miss. How shall we begin this? Your Highness. Yes, thank you. Your Majesty.
Majesty, technically. It's fine.
Yes. Well, Your Majesty, as you said, information is valuable. I would like to share all that we know with you, but and I have no complaints about this, you seem hesitant to share with us. I think that we might have information that you do not possess. I think that the information we have might prompt you to willingly, voluntarily help us. But, of course, I don't know this. What I would ask in exchange is obviously if our information is no good to you, if it's not valuable. If you have heard it already, I would, of course, understand if you decided to withhold any aid to our cause. But what I would ask is that before I share it, I would just ask that you, if you do find it informative, valuable, or otherwise, that you keep that in consideration. That I share this without guarantee that you will reciprocate in kind.
Interesting. I will offer you no assurances of consideration or kindness. I will listen to what you say. If it helps me to help you and give you this information, I will. But for now, I will simply learn what it is you want to know. While this is happening, a voice. Killer. Hey, let's go. Come on.
I know.
You're a big dragon.
I know.
Now.
I got a plan.
Yeah, you got. What is the plan? Putting me through her stomach. Come on, let's go.
I'll do it.
I know you're a dragon now, but turn back into a dude and put me through her stomach. Come on, let's go. Come on, be a man. Come on.
You know what? Can you wait until tonight?
No.
Yeah, you're gonna. Well, okay. Well, you're gonna have to.
No, bro. No. I've been waiting long enough, man. You like to hide behind your scales? That's what it is. Hide behind your big wings. Shh. Weep. You're a real follower, aren't you? Man, I wish I'd been picked by anybody but you, bro. Disappointment, bro. Man. Scared little dragon. Oh, man. Oh, man, I'm disappointed, bro.
I can kill you, man.
Oh, you're gonna kill me? Yeah, I'm a sword you can't. Ha. But a lot of things can kill you because you're scared. And no matter how strong your scales are, this right here, this is defining you as a man. And you are like being found wanting, bro. You're being, look, oh, you know what it is? Listen to what a genius I am, because I'm not just a fighter. You're on the scales, bro, and you're found wanting. You and your scales are on the scales, and you're found wanting, bro. Come on, let's go. Kill her. Let's do something.
Never know.
Beta.
Oh, I got a plan.
She clears her throat to try to get Elon's attention. She knows that she can see.
Elon's just like,
yeah,
giant dragon, just like staring off at it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Bro.
Yeah.
You need to focus.
I'm not a fucking coward, all right?
Wait, nobody said that.
How loud does he say that?
I told you to unattune from that thing.
Wait. Unattuned from what? Who says you're a coward?
Lon, are you okay?
That thing.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
Thank you
what's
very
going
much.
on?
He's
Somebody
supposed to be
told me-
attuned to me because I'm supposed to be a deity. It's not a big deal. She goes on some like roundabout, circuitous
You
explanation.
know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go. Who has the Who has all of our stuff?
Lagak?
Lagak has all of our stuff. Is that right?
Lagak is
know.
there, but you all have, you have your
Oh,
like
no, my-
dragon vest things. You've got
Yeah.
Right.
carry all your
Right.
cool equipment in.
And then like what?
Backpack.
Remind me
My
You talking
father.
about like
got
our
the-
horde?
but we have the
Yeah.
horn, and we've got the imp. Who has the horn and who has the imp?
I believe Lord Buku has the imp. You have your
Oh,
friend
yeah.
Franklin,
Yeah.
who is meanwhile
Franklin.
And Shishu has the horn, right?
All right.
and Shishu has the horn. That is correct. And right now Franklin is just
cool.
in abyssal, just being like, I can't believe I'm fucking back here. You people are idiots, every single one of you.
Very cool. Forgot about that.
Oh,
Uh.
poor bastard.
I'm just, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go. I'm gonna sort of storm off, and I'm gonna grab the. I'm just gonna grab like the horn. If they'll let me, I'll grab the horn and grab the,
My
Franklin?
horn?
the banner.
You're gonna take
Yeah.
so basically Elon. So what is playing out here is Elon gets mad, says I'm not a coward, then tries to he tries to pull the staff out of Buku's hand and the horn from his sister's pocket.
No. No.
I'll let him take Franklin, but I'll be like, Franklin, just look after Elon.
All right.
Fuck you, no, I'll look after him as he dies.
Great. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna walk
Thank
down
you,
the
Franklin.
hallway. Yeah,
But Shishu does not give up the horn.
that's fine. That's
no,
fine.
Shishu does not give up the horn, and as he storms off, yells, "You're being a dick!"
I'm gonna go turn off the first corridor that I find.
Okay.
And I'm going to plunge the sword into the imp.
Okay.
Nice.
I never liked him anyway.
All
Nobody
right.
does. Sorry, Franklin. Not
so
sorry.
this will be
We're not gonna need to
interesting.
we're not
I am
need
gonna
to
roll this.
fight as dragons anytime soon.
Elon, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have you actually are pretty good at this in your form, but I want you to roll a fine motor skills because you are basically what you're doing right now is the equivalent of like you're killing a mouse with a letter opener. You know, you're kind of
Yeah.
like
Yep.
he's in a,
Yeah, but he's in a cage, right?
yeah, he's in a little cage, so you're like trying to like stick a thing through. It's all small scale for you. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I guess because the cage is indestructible, but not Franklin within it. I suppose.
Yeah. All right, that's a. I mean, that's a pair of trinkets.
It's so
A
sad.
pair of trinkets.
Correct.
He
Okay.
says as if that's not effective.
A pair of trinkets.
Or a
Okay.
pair of trinkets.
Here's
Franklin got
also
Nick.
wait. Let me look at trinkets.
I have to say, doesn't he constantly ask to be killed?
Yes. Although
Oh. He doesn't mean it though.
he's
Careful what you wish for, Franklin.
Yep. Okay. So here's how this goes down. You stab into the thing. Franklin, being a quasit, like you kind of like stab a few times. As you're doing this, though, Elon, the sword actually like kind of like buckles in your. There's this thing like no, bro. I want like a soul. I don't want like a tiny little demon. Like that's nothing, bro. I need like come on, we gotta go. Like let's go kill that dude over there. And basically, there's just some shadow elf standing in this hallway as you're like stabbing into this. As Franklin is now like on top of kind of like exorcist style, like on top of the roof of his cage, just like oh, so now you fucking come on, let's do it. He's just like shaking, like let me out, let's fight.
What is he actually saying? Because I actually
you
can
speak
understand.
it. Yeah, oh, that's
no,
right.
No, I have the helm of understanding.
You actually do know what he's saying. What he's saying is basically the effect of like, oh, so now you want to go? Fine, let me out. Come on, let's do this. Let's fight. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let me out of this cage. I'll just show you what can happen. Kind of a vibe.
No, what? And I'm fine. I'm gonna be like, well, who's like, what? It's not good enough for you. You gotta be picky. You gotta be a little baby about it. You gonna cry, baby? You gonna cry?
Bro, I'm gonna feast. Let's
Yeah,
stab
you
that
will.
guy. Let's stab that guy right there. Look at him. He's so stupid. He's staring at us.
I'll stab him.
You'll just attack and Shadow Elf of the Umbral
Yep.
Court.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. So
It's on now.
Elon, once again, give me a oh no.
Really starting with a bang today, huh, guys?
This is going sideways in a fun way. All right, go ahead and make another fine motor skills roll as you attack at this dude. Actually, no, it's worse for you. What am I doing? Do a melee weapon power. That's what's worse. I should have done that from the beginning. You're worse at those.
Melee weapon power or melee weapon precision?
It's a. I mean, D&D rules. This is it's a strength sword.
Okay, cool. All
You know,
right.
Franklin really is like a real important member of the team that we don't give enough credit to. I feel like we should give him more of his
It's
due.
sort of
Franklin's just in there
dumb.
like, no, come on, no, let me out, let's fight, let's. Meanwhile, that's just Cloudrick dead. You're running at so a dragon is like it's the image of this is a dragon is holding a sword and a claw and is like.
This is the worst diplomatic mission of all time.
Do we hear this happening? Do we hear
Yeah,
a
we've
ruckus
had
happening
worse.
at all?
I am going to certainly
have had worse.
say that all of you,
I would probably hear it.
all of you are on alert. So would you all give me a listen roll? Elon, how did we do stabbing a man?
Well, oh shit, I don't have a lot of power. Oh boy.
Oh, everyone regain 1 power. By the way, we'll say an hour
Oh.
has certainly passed.
Hooray.
An hour, you say? Delightful.
Yeah, okay, we'll spend 5 power to have a pair of talisman recklessness.
It is. You know what? You're leaning into the recklessness. I'll say that'll count for an extra thing. So you certainly, despite this like clerk in the court, it's like what? And you do run him through. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
I'd like to spend 3 powers to reroll.
Please do. If you're if
2d6?
I did that as
2d6.
well.
4.
4, okay. So how are our listeners doing?
As soon as he left,
Yeah.
I immediately started apologizing to the queen
Uh-huh.
and trying to explain it as Elon being Elon. I would imagine there's not enough time for me to get into the actual information I was going to deliver, so I'm not listening.
Okay, you're not listening. Perfect. Shishu and XigXag, who for various reasons were listening.
I spent some power to re-roll.
Okay.
And I got a triple talisman,
Ooh.
which I think for protection, like if I hear a ruckus, I'm gonna go protect my brother.
Sure, you definitely will hear it. XigXag, how'd you do?
I have a pair of artwork and a pair of weapon.
I think you probably hear some talking and stuff, but you're not hearing the full. Like, we'll get to it in a moment. Tongart, did you make a?
Yeah, pair of trinkets.
Okay, I think Tongart and XigXag are kind of like straining to hear, but Shishu hears like swords clanging and violence. So Shishu, are you just gonna follow right after Elon?
Yeah, I'm just gonna back out and kind of turn around and run out.
Okay, so you're gonna run, crawl. You guys are dragons right now, so this is you're going through
So
some narrow kind of.
I back out. Yeah.
Who did it? So basically, Shishu suddenly goes down the corridor. XigXag and Tongart, do you immediately follow? You were sort of like you could tell. Stuff was
I
happening.
follow because
Okay.
obvious.
Here be.
But wait, they're going off there, and
Guys, what are you all doing?
Buku, you're
Where's
staying
everyone
with the
going?
queen?
I'm trying to have a conversation here with her. Do some.
I'm gonna stay with Buku.
Everybody keeps leaving.
Okay.
What's happening?
Doing a great job.
Kenosubi
Okay.
sort of looks
Thank
up
you,
and
but-
Kenosubi just sort of
just a second. Be right back.
shakes her head and just looks up and kind of waves a hand to that figure in the high thing. So, Elon, you did not kill this guy, but you ran him through, and your sword is basically telling you, like, come on, go again, bro. Let's finish him.
I'm
Finish
gonna can I attempt to cast a spell to hold him in place?
Before you attack him again?
I just don't want him to yell, or I just want
Absolutely.
to try to
go
get
ahead.
this over
Yeah, I
with.
think let's have that'll cost you 2 power.
Okay.
And go ahead
Real
and
bad.
make a spellcasting roll. You have 8 dice. Yeah.
Wow.
Holy moly, that is a quintuple artwork.
He is frozen in a perfect. He just like freezes, his eyes just looking in horror. And in your mind, the sword just like it's like he's a perfect pose of like a guy like grasping a wound, like hoping it doesn't come, but it's just there. And in your mind, a voice goes, "Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck. Oh shit, you are a hitter. See, this is what I'm talking about.
All right,
at
now
that.
I'm gonna
Or a hitter.
Oh my god, we got him here forever, bro. Now
I'm
finish him."
gonna stab him
So yeah,
again.
I will, however, say that as you, because they heard the stuff into this, Shishu, you come into this sort of through this big thing into this kind of this side chamber where this is going on, and you see the battle standard is leaning against the wall, and Franklin's just at the thing like as Elon there is a wounded like shadow elf, and Elon's sword and the shadow elf is like frozen in place like. And Elon has a bloody soul carver and is about to swing at the Shadow Elf.
Oh. Would I know if anybody in our party has any sort of restoration?
Tongart, theoretically.
Tongart.
can
Okay,
save
then
lives.
I will try to stop Elon.
Okay. So Elon, you go for the weapon. Now, this will be a thing. So Elon, you give me a melee weapon power. Ordinarily, this would be a freebie because the guy's dead. But Shishu, would you give me a unarmed combat? So you roll 9 dice and you get to change one for free.
What?
Oh yeah, I do.
All right.
I do.
Poor Elon, I'm sorry.
I get to change one for free.
One for free.
And it will
No
be
matches.
There'll be a quadruple gemstone.
So yes, Elon, as it's like you've got the guy lined up and you're just coming in for a thing, but Shishu is just so strong, like her hand just stops you dead, and the voice in your ear is like, "What the fuck? Oh, come on."
Can I try to wriggle away from her?
Sure. Do a I guess your own
Evade?
unarmed combat.
Can I
Evade.
do an
Sure. Yeah, yeah, go ahead and roll an evade. That's okay. Yes, you're trying to like get out of it. That's okay.
The sibling spat.
pair of weapons, triple coinage.
Okay, triple coinage. So I'm gonna say since she had a 4, you've pivoted out of the stuff, but she's still like your claw with the
Right,
sword is
right.
there. However, given the ludicrous strength of your spell, the shadow elf remains terrified and frozen. And nothing is distracting that. But she's got you for now, and at this point XigXag flaps in behind.
Ugh. And I'm gonna say to Shishu, I have to do this.
Why?
Just trust me.
You attuned to something you shouldn't have.
I'm gonna
You
tune
know,
your
you just admitted it with your hesitation. You admitted it.
I'm gonna tune your face.
No. No one can touch my face. That's how I make money.
This is it. You're gonna betray your brother. That's what's gonna happen.
I'm
That's
not
what you're doing.
betraying
That's what's happening. You're just gonna go back on family.
This
I don't even
gets
know.
you in a place because her brother's the only male figure who ever spoke to her.
That's really true.
It's fine. You're dead to me.
Oh.
At this point, XigXag, what do you do, by the way?
I see what the hell is going. Do I have good hearing? So
I mean,
over here.
you're by there, and yeah, you speak
Yeah.
dragon. You get their role.
I'm just really
by the way-
pissed at Alan for being. Yeah.
This has already started. We need to finish it.
Okay, Alan has totally lost his mind. I am going to breath arrow him.
Oh,
You
you're
know,
breath-
hopefully on his yes. I'm
gonna-
trying to hit him in his sword arm or shoulder or something like
Wow.
that.
Okay, go ahead, XigXag. Make your breath arrow.
Because this is bullshit and I'm really pissing me off.
Wow.
Maybe that's gonna.
This all went well today. It's just as we planned it, guys.
Awesome! I have a triple gemstone.
Triple gemstone. Elon, give me another evade. You know what? Take 1 off of it because Shishu is holding you, so you'll have a
Yeah.
1.
And he's
penalty.
distracted.
Yeah. I think you still get 6 though, so you're.
Triple coinage. Double tome.
While he's trying to evade, I'm trying to find out like what do we do with the body?
No, it's
Walk
not
me
dead
through
yet. He's
this.
not.
Walk
he's-
me through this.
He's
so
not
as,
dead.
as Elon, a tie goes to the sort of like the status quo, so Elon does manage to like get below as this burst of flame happens.
We need to finish this quickly. We eat him. Let's just go. Let's just do this.
We eat him.
And at
You're a
this,
You know
huge.
how crappy shadow elves taste?
poor Shadow's like. "Oh!" At this point, I'm going to cut back to Buku and Tongard, who are still
You
there.
want a war? Is that
So,
what you want?
Do you?
So
As I've been saying, our friends are they're like a little weird lately. It's
Yes,
not.
they
It's
seem to
actually
be-
pretty in character, right?
Yes,
right. You say.
that seems to be confirming everything I've
Yeah,
always
so-
thought of you.
yeah, we're just sort of wondering if you could tell us about sort of black shadow entities, and how they might be defeated.
How familiar
Put two
are
final
you?
point on it.
Yes.
Namely, one named
Okay.
Iador. Is that a name you know by chance?
So in other words, you want to know about the ancient shadow magics.
Well, I not like to do them, but like to defeat them. Yeah.
mean, I don't mean to judge it. Ancient versus modern. It's all
By the way,
shadow magic to us. But
by the way, you want a fritter? I think I still got some from this morning when we were stopped at that cafe before we plane shifted over here. Apple fritter.
She she basically just.
Now that I'm
looks-
back to dragon size, they're a little too small for me. Anyone? Is anyone in the room? Fritter?
Tonka, I don't know that this is him over there. He said he got his hand up. He might want one.
there's some elf like I didn't know. I do not want my queen. I do not want such a thing. She sort of just stares. I would
You
say
had your hand up.
no roll is required. You both are pretty good at kind of reading stuff. So
Yeah.
she certainly knows the name of. And she refers to the sort of ancient, so certainly she's familiar with the concept. But she's kind of just glaring at you two, and also kind of does keep looking down that corridor where now more, like we're hearing like flame bursts and other shadow elves are walking. We're gonna cut back to Elon, XigXag, and Shishu. So as Elon and Shishu are talking about like we eat this guy and do this, XigXag as you've like flame arrowed at him and you're like trying to like move in
Not
towards
flame,
him.
it's a breath arrow.
But it's like your breath weapon, right? It's like
Yeah, but it's an arrow.
yeah, but it still is. It's like it's made of your breath weapon.
But I have a special breath weapon.
Oh yeah, well it's
Remember?
whatever your breath weapon is. Yeah, it's like shoots out. As this is going on, XigXag, Elon, and Shishu all feel a tremendous lethargy setting in. You feel your speed drastically reducing as out of the shadows steps the soulmonger, who like looks around at this and is like, "What is going on here? Are you what? Are you attacking someone with a sword? What is the meaning of this?"
He lost his mind.
I hope you're happy, Sheesh. I hope you're happy.
He lost. What?
Shishu.
Take the sword away from him.
Take the sword away from him. Oh. He kind of Elon. He's sort of standing. Now, Elon, if you want to, you can try to attack him. You're just going to get a bunch of penalties on it from his sort of innate thing. But if you want to attack this, you're muted, Shishu.
I'm gonna release Elon.
Okay.
And hi, Soulmonger.
I have only tried to help you, and now you come here and you. Is he
Have
dead?
you-
Is he?
Can I do medicine on the injured guy?
You can. Go ahead and let's do. Your mind is not so affected, but any sort of physical stuff you're doing. Let's give you a 1 die bonus penalty on this, so you'll have 5 instead of 6.
Does he have a family?
Huge family, only breadwinner.
Oh.
Okay, I have a double talisman.
Just from a glance, the guy is run through with a sword, but with some healing magic should be fine. If Tongart were here, he'd be fine.
Can I shout for Thunder?
You may. From the throne room, as she's kind of glancing over here, now there's like stuff. Tongart, you hear XigXag very slowly say,
Thunder! We need you! Pronto! Stat! 2 cc's of Thunder!
Well, if you'll excuse me, it appears that one of my colleagues here needs to talk to me about something. I'm sure it's nothing too urgent. But Buku, I will leave you in the company of the fine Lord Buku Bazan. And I'll start to-
You too, Tonga. Oh, okay. Yes, no, that's Master Lasso. Please corral our companions. Please.
Hasn't worked so far, but I'll give it a try.
Well, can't hurt to try again. Oh dear. Wait, isn't what's her name with us?
Lagok is
Lagok?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, would you please? help.
But you want me to stay here, or you want me to go off and see whatever the hell is going on there?
Go with merciless, sir. Please
All right, yes,
help
so,
whatever is going on back there.
And I'm gonna say to the soulmonger, "Oh, hello. How are you? You serve the Umbral Queen, I guess, no matter who it is. That's interesting.
I do.
So, like, you have an allegiance." And she's just trying to distract with some small talk.
He's kind of like just half listening, but he's really looking at Elon. And based on what XigXag said, he's kind of getting a vibe of like, this guy's got a cursed sword and he's killing one of our people, and this is a disaster. Elon, what would you like to do? If you want to attack, you may attack. You are a dragon, so like it's, this guy's powerful, but you're a dragon, so it's like, there's some, you got a chance. The sword is of course saying, kill him. Listen, bro. We gotta kill this guy. We gotta finish off the other one. Then we kill XigXag. I think that, it's gonna be tough, but I think we gotta kill your sister too. Cause like, I can't believe she did this to us, bro. This is like, God. This is, I can't even believe this.
See what they say. Okay. Okay, I am going to just try to walk away very quickly.
Oh, you're just gonna turn away. Understood.
Just
again,
speed walk.
You're slow.
You're trying to do that. You're like your body is moving so slowly. You're just trying to turn away, like whatever. Meanwhile, Tongard is coming in, and Tongard and Legok behind are just all so slow. So you basically, Tongard, you come on this scene, but it's like XigXag and Shishu are behind. You see Shishu's like Elon has got wielding the sword. It's literally like this business. And he's kind of like this, and then you see like the soulmonger there, and you feel yourself growing slow, but you have like 6 at least in look, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
So you can, even through this, in between that and your scent, you can see there is a like bleeding out shadow elf held in place as the soulmonger is just
pointing at it.
What is as he's watching as Elon's just turning away, like what's this? Yeah.
I'll toss the apple fritter up into my mouth. Rub my hands together.
Okay. This is not what needs to happen here, but I'm gonna do it. Give me a fine motor skills roll.
Oh, why?
It's because I like this. I like the following beat.
Let's see where it's going.
Well, we've got a 3 and a 7.
Okay.
Let's go with trophy. Single trophy.
Accomplishment. So basically, you throw the thing up, but it's way too slow. So like the toss is not too slow, but your reaction, so like it hits you in the face and bounces off as you're opening your mouth, and then as you bring your hands together to clap like this, you just smash the apple fritter between your hands, and so as you went like like just like what is going on?
And then I'll head over to help out this shadow elf.
Okay.
It looks like it's been so long, and we so rarely do this. It looks like my healing works. I'll spend 3 power to remove a condition. Would that basically be, since he's not dead, right?
Well, he's the hold, like really he just needs physical healing because he's probably gonna like bleed out.
Right.
But to remove his hold person that Elon did, yeah, I guess that would cost you 3 power.
Well, no, it just says to remove a condition, and in this game, conditions are hurt wounds, right?
Well, yes. For NPCs, not, but yeah. That's good. Yeah, good. That's good. Yeah. Go for it. Okay. Yeah, we'll say that he. Yeah, you mean I forget about the lit. We're talking about the conditions of this game. No.
Yeah, I'm trying to just close the gaping stomach wound.
He's definitely got a condition at that point. Yeah.
I'm gonna get there like I'm just gonna lay some hands on you, do some healing. Is that okay? Do I also have your consent?
He cannot speak. He's
I'm gonna have-
frozen like.
Just do it.
All right. Well, I apologize. I am going to try to say your laugh here.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead. And
You
take
go
a
ahead.
little
You
magic.
do. You do see his shirt is still. Well, it's actually black, so you can't really see the blood, but the wound seems to close within it.
And he has apple fritters all over his shirt now.
He does. Yes, definitely. There's some. You probably got some. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Elon, you are walking very slowly down the hall. The soulmonger catches up to you, and looks at you, and just goes, "Hand me the sword."
What does the sword say?
Yeah, hand it to him in his chest, motherfucker. Come on, do it. Yeah, hand it to him, all right. You're teasing me, bro. We had that guy down the rights, then your sister got involved. This guy's a prick. Let's end him. Come on, do it. Poor Elon. Elon always has the worst people talk to him.
I know.
True. Well, Elon's kind of the worst person as well, so
Yeah, he is.
maybe my favorite character and also the worst person here.
I mean, I don't want to. I'm going to. This fucking thing is so unwieldy. It's so small.
Yeah, it's like
Can I change my form?
you can, yeah. You can turn into a 6 foot tall human who likes mayonnaise.
Pretty good.
I'm still not that strong when I change my form. Is that right?
You are not your stats like a real dragon. Your stats, I mean, you are real dragons, but like in the thing, your stats remain unchanged.
Would that mean would I be a very strong man then, or no?
You'd be a fairly strong man if you did that, yes. But
Okay.
I mean, but this guy, you'll still roll the same dice.
I'm gonna keep walking away.
All right, Elon.
I can't deal with it. Ellen says I
Understood.
can't deal with this right now.
Elon, give me.
You can't deal with this
a-
thing that you did?
You're pretty good at these. Elon, give me an endurance roll.
Ooh. Okay.
You're not. You're fairly good at this.
And it's under vitality.
It's under vitality. It's the second one. Yeah.
Can't deal with this thing I did. Much.
Triple artwork, double tome.
Interesting. Which do you want to go with?
Triple artwork.
Triple artwork means you are able to keep going, but you feel the slowness and the heaviness upon you is setting in even more intensely. XigXag and Shishu and Tongard all feel it as well. This guy he's turning. He's usually got it on low, and he's turning the dial up. So all three of you are oh, sleep forever. But Elon, you are continuing to, just crawl out. But with a 3rd degree success, you can still move, but you are going slower. And the soulmonger's just kind of casually walking next to you with this very kind of angry sort of glare. However, you have now made it back to the. Wait, were you going back to the throne room, or you were going down?
No. I'm leaving.
Well, okay.
I'm just walking towards the exit. I really can't handle any more.
You're
of
just
this.
trying to get out and not to there. Okay, cool. So you've just gone down whatever
Yeah.
corridor. Just
No,
hoping
I'm
it's
gonna go to Ibiza and heal here.
Understood. Okay.
Okay.
Take me to Ibiza.
Elon, at this point, various shadow elves with weapons are now kind of moving in and looking very intense, and the soulmonger's just walking with you. But yeah, you guys kind of move out. Shishu and XigXag and Tongart. He's going down that hall. Tongart, this guy has been healed. Are you going to follow after him in the Soulmonger, or the three of you sort of are you? Because if you stay here, the slow leaves you. The sort of that effect will be gone from you as the Soulmonger gets far away.
Who has the sword right now?
Elon.
The Omen Killer? Elon still has his
Yeah,
sword.
he didn't hand it over. He's just
Is his hearing distance?
Probably, but you don't. They're not saying anything.
I'm going
I'll,
after Elon.
Okay.
I would like try to like do a psychology on him that
Sure.
Ella, that sword, it owns you now.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a psychology. Yeah, you can. Yeah. So if you guys are following after him, that's fine. But you guys are. It's like you're all just like,
Yeah.
crawling down the hallway, like behind. If you
I
get
would
too
say-
close, you're so slow.
I would, before I leave out to the shadow, I'll just say, like, you're pretty much healed magically and all, and so it's all good in there. But I would avoid any like strict core work
Nice.
for like the next like 2 days, maybe.
Okay.
Core work. Don't do any sit-ups.
Poor bastard.
I
and
got
then-
a yeah.
You got a
I
what?
got a quadruple coinage.
Whoa, you.
Well, if that is the way to Lon's heart, I don't know what is.
Coinage certainly is.
Quadruple coinage.
Coinage is the thing. Yes. So XigXag, I would say that yes, you think that. I mean, I think you think it's like you want to tell him the sword's controlling you. You especially want to tell him that like, you know, the real way to one of the maybe ways to make Elon drop this sword. I mean, and also Andrew, you should weigh in on this, because it's a psychology on your character. But I would imagine one good tactic would be, like, this sword is like so legacy weaponry. This is
Oh, right.
this is such a this is such legacy media that you're wasting your time in. Like, this sword is not the future. This sword is not disruption.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just so past.
Yeah,
Passé.
yeah, I think that.
Any other arguments? Any other?
I think that
Sword is
that
disrupting you.
XigXag would have to offer me more power than the sword is offering. Because I think that's the hardest part about all of this, is that he actually does like the sword.
Right.
Yeah, but who has the power?
Like that's what I think it would have to be, like some sort of thing about, like, I don't know.
Disrupt the sword.
Disrupt-
But it disrupts you.
Yeah, but yeah, you're yeah. I mean, basically, she's saying you have less power with the sword than without it.
And Shishu's gonna say, "It's all right. We can just go kill something else, just not here right now. We'll go kill more innocents. It's okay."
I mean, I don't know how much of a plan that is.
No, I say that direct just to Elon. I chase after him and say that to him.
Well,
I
you're
don't- I
all
don't-
going real slow, so Tongart's still with
You're right.
you.
Oh, he hears me. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, no one can really get away from anyone here because the Soulmonger's just like.
I think that, I mean, I think that Elon is just in pure shame flight mode. Just
Sure.
You're having your shame.
go to the
spiral.
ocean and stare in the sea.
And throw the sword into the ocean?
No,
Like in a shame
I mean,
spiral.
just maybe put it in a closet somewhere. But yeah, I think it's.
With that, I'm gonna cut back to Lord Buku, the only not slowed person. So basically, go ahead and make. So she says, "What exactly do you want to know?"
Well, what I think would be here. So we have contacted a few other like-minded dragons that wish to not just have themselves be rid of this curse from Isildur. I think that's his name. But also Isildur, yes, but also free the rest of our peoples. And we feel like we might have a plan to actually get rid of this this
Giant.
creature, this monster
You want
that
to
is
destroy
enslaved.
You're trying to destroy a Shadow Master.
Yes.
And you think by doing that, that will undo whatever wish he did on your people?
Yes.
How many shadows does he have?
We believe 4.
Impressive. Most of the Shadow
Uh, uh,
Masters. Iadol was Shadow Master of Soul. I believe the Shadow Master of Heart at one point had 5.
Oh. So does he work under you?
No. They predate the Humble Court. The Shadow Masters were more primeval
Oh.
warlords of this place.
So more like a city-state versus like a nation type of thing.
Yes, in a sense.
Understood.
Very old. So, I shall not help you. I do not know
That
the
is-
answer to your question, but part of me wants to help you because the one place you could find out, you will never escape.
What would that place
But I
be?
still feel that might not be a fate you deserve. What is the first shadow? Do you know?
Do I know?
Ooh, you know what? Actually, go ahead and do a, Oh, you know what? You've got Wyrmloth history, or you have, you've got some kind of
Culture,
history.
history.
Yeah, you have history. Do a... Let's do it. Oh, God, yeah, just... It's a fucking analyze within. You can... you got 10 dice and you can change one. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see
Okay.
if you can put this all together. Jesus.
Sorry, I think.
No, it's cool. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, that's a quintuple tome
Quintuple tome. It's 5
with a
tomes.
triple wet trophy on top of it.
Well, and if there's one, if knowledge, secrecy, and learning is about as good as tome is about as good as you can do for this kind of thing. So yes, a quintuple
I figured.
tome. Lord Buku, you're casting your mind back, and this is, I'll say, that level of analysis makes you say there's probably some version of this thought experiment or concept or mythic idea here. It probably is real because the shadow world, like the fairy lands, is sort of this vaguely metaphysical but physical realm. You know, there's kind of a lot of like stories are real here kind of vibe. But your mind goes to there was a very ancient dragon. We'll call him Platogar, who spoke of the idea of like, if a dragon lived in a cave and only saw shadows cast on the wall, they might think that that was the entirety of existence, was just, you know, the darkness of a shadow and the firelight beyond it. They call that Platogar's cave.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Anyway,
Good. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Woo! Oh,
so the point being,
Sorry.
that the idea of that being like the first shadow or the original shadow, she seems to be indicating there is some place here in the shadow world that is this older kind of shadow, and she's sort of saying if you go there you won't escape. She doesn't, and she says, so basically, to recap all this, she doesn't know anything about Iador specifically, but the only place you'd learn that is a very old, forgotten place that she does not think you would emerge from.
I see. I think I would like to follow up with her denial, refusal of help, and just be may clarify just briefly, you condone the actions of this ancient, this shadow master, as you call him.
I neither condone nor condemn. They do not concern me. Although,
Understood.
I suppose indirectly they led to you dragons coming here and upending things, but I don't think that was truly the root cause. I think it was just whatever. Speaking of which, what is going on out there? And a couple, like there's a guard kind of running in and saying, Your Majesty,
I'm sure it's nothing. Probably nothing.
one of the dragons
Really
was
isn't, my
wielding a sword of our scale. He stabbed one of your clerks. The soulmonger has slowed him. One of the other dragons healed the clerk, so he should be fine, although he is currently magically frozen in place. And now the soulmonger is just walking with the dragon with the sword, who refuses to give it up. And I believe he will be putting him down permanently very soon. She says. She just kind of looks at you, Lord Buku, and says,
Yep. Well, I do appreciate the time.
This is your usual behavior, is that correct?
Not, I wouldn't say usual behavior. I also probably wouldn't say it's out of character completely.
So in other words, you have come into my court, you have attempted to murder a member of my retinue.
It's not really, the thing is that I believe our member happens to be under the influence of a curse of some sort.
Then you should
or an
not
evil
have
being.
brought him here.
You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. That's my bad. And it's one of those things. In our world, we're kind of adolescents. Really, we're not even like considered fully grown. But when sometimes responsibility is thrust upon you. We don't all have the option of choosing.
My mind, dragon. I will allow you, or I will assist you in potentially finding out information. These dragons are hereby condemned to the first shadow. They may learn whatever they wish there, and if they escape, they are free to continue on their way. But they shall go there. That is their punishment. Congratulations, Lord Buku Bazan, was it? You have gained the information you sought. If you live to use it, I will be shocked. Either way, I'd rather never see any of you here again. Guards basically walk out to you, Lord Buku.
Understood. Your Majesty, as always, was a pleasure. And with his head held high, Lord Buku walks out with the guards.
So they'll sort of lead you after the others, basically.
Yeah. He definitely does it. Don't touch me. I can walk.
Sure. Meanwhile, the rest of you, Elon, you're sort of getting down a hallway. Yeah, we'll say that you're sort of like, you're getting to like a door, and the soulmonger's just like turning the stuff on more, and he's saying, I want to do everything I can to help you, but you're making it very difficult. The Queen will likely be calling for your head, but if you give me the sword, I can convince her you are not acting of your own accord. Is it cursed? Can he not unattune from it? He sort of turns back to the rest.
Oh, we're
believe-
not exactly sure.
I don't think he has the willpower.
Hey, Alon.
Can I just? I can't. He's slowing me down.
Can we just cut off his hand?
Can I attempt to just not cast something to not be slowed?
I'll tell you what. What would it be?
So great.
Or like teleport away?
Ah, yes. You could certainly try to just like do kind of, like a quick little teleport up ahead kind of vibe. Go ahead.
Does anybody else get that vibe from like, what was that Michael Douglas movie where Falling Down? Anybody else getting a Falling Down vibe
Yeah.
right now?
What
Basically.
is that? The
Yeah.
one where
Michael-
Yeah.
He
Go
goes.
ahead.
He like
Go
goes on
Who
the.
loses it?
Oh, that's
losing
right.
it.
Like
he
where?
just
Oh,
loses
in where you like in the traffic jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
Elon,
yeah,
You just start
Elon-
shooting
yeah.
people.
No, this is a little bit of that. I think it's more just like this is I think I think Elon knows he fucked up real bad, and now he's like now it's time for me to run away from my problems.
Elon,
Yeah.
go ahead and spend. Let's have you spend 2 power to kind of do like you know what? It would actually be a little more than that, wouldn't it? Because a Misty Step wouldn't get you out of his range. Dimension door. What is that? 4th? That feels like too much.
4th
There's not-
level.
There's not a 3rd level little hop. thing,
There's
I
nothing
guess.
in between.
All right, yeah, I guess spend 4 power. This will get you out, like you can like get outside of the castle if you do this, basically.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your thing. However, I'm actually going to let our dear friend here make a roll himself.
Good.
To sort of.
I
see if he
don't
can-
really want to succeed in
Yeah,
this.
this is one of those things where you're like, I hope I can't. Yeah, this will be a contested though.
Where's my spellcasting?
It's under your will. I think you got 8. It's a lot.
Yeah. Do. Yes, I do. The rest of my.
Yeah, you might beat it though, because you'll win a tie here.
Seven. I think we go.
This sword is kind of like, come on, bro. Are you gonna let these people? Wow, such a follower.
Triple gemstone.
Triple gemstone.
Yeah.
So,
Triple gemstone, double trophy, double coinage.
Elon, you sort of teleport yourself, and you're sort of like you can sort of see out, kind of can go like 500 some odd feet, and you manage to sort of teleport yourself away. But there's this like wall of shadow that kind of like snaps you as you do so, and you wind up like falling down, sort of like still within the castle, just a little bit further, as the Soulmonger has just done this. And now Tongart, Shishu, and XigXag, none of you can move unless you succeed at an endurance roll to like fight past it. At this point, you guys are all like funked down. The Soulmonger's just walking over to Elon and saying, "This is my last opportunity to help you. Give me the sword."
I got a pair of what's 5 again?
A pair of,
I
Oh.
will.
you can inch, Shishu. You can like,
Oh, this fucking sword. I'm going to. I really want him to give me a good reason.
it is in. I've been.
I'm gonna
thinking
say
this, but
that's what
yeah.
Elon's going to say. That's exactly what Elon's is gonna say. I need you to give me a good reason.
I'm rolling for him because all he wants to do is like, because I told you so, because he's just like, all right, hold on. Let's see if he can get a match here. Maybe he can come up with something.
He kind of reminds me of when you used to talk to Dad.
The Soulmonger, assuming something, will sort of lean in and say, "The reason is because this sword has corrupted your mind, and I thought dragons did not let anything else influence them. This sword is in control, not you."
I think Elon's gonna start crying and keep holding on to it.
Oh no. This is not good.
At this
So
point,
sad.
At this point, Lord Buku, though you were walking of your own accord, the guards are now carrying you because like your feet are like you feel so enervated. Elon is brought up behind you all, or sorry, not Elon. Lord Buku is brought up behind you all, and the Soulmonger looks up, and Kenosabe
What
appears.
is happening? Yeah.
Go ahead, Tongar.
A lot, Lord Bukubzan. I'm just gonna look to Elan and just say, Elan, I think it's time to disrupt your connection to the sword and hand it to the Soulmonger.
It's time for the ego to die.
Is it just the sword? Elon is so weak. You can't even beat me without a stupid little sword. You are so weak.
In your
to have that.
mind, in the mind, he's like, bro, we should kill everyone in this room, like right now. Like this is ridiculous. Come on.
I
A
think
real
Elon-
dragon wouldn't need a sword. He'd use his claws and breath.
I think Elon's gonna curl up in the fetal position.
Okay, with that, there's like a flash of shadow on the wall as Kenosabe appears, and just looks down at this and sees like it crying, and she's just like, she looks at the Soulmonger who's like has his hand out, and Elon. It's a very kind of moment. He has his hand out to help Elon, but now he pulls it back because she's here and it's too late. He can't. It's like whatever he was gonna try to do is the chance is gone. And he turns to her and says, Your Majesty. And she says, I have already discussed this with Lord Bukubzan. These dragons, after the terrible disruptions they have already caused to the Dreadlands and our plans there, have come to my court, attacked a member of the retinue, and caused general chaos. As such, they are condemned to the first shadow. The Soulmonger.
That doesn't sound good.
My lady, that seems far too harsh a punishment. She says, Lord Bukubzan wanted information about a Shadow Master. I'm giving them what they want. I wasn't going to even tell them how to find out such a thing until I heard of this conduct. Please carry out my sentence, Soulmonger. I suppose we should take this object off of him. In fact, perhaps we should take more things off of them. And you actually the battle standard is not with you guys. That is further back there. That being said, you guys are in dragon form, so the only equipment that's really apparent is the sword. So let me see here. Battle standards there. The rest of your stuff isn't going to be like super apparent. Everybody roll a luck roll. That's how we'll do this. Do we lose additional magic items?
Pair of artwork.
Oh. Pair of weapon.
Okay.
Pair of trinket.
Okay.
Single coinage.
Single coinage is your best.
Yeah, I mean, I could choose another number, but yeah.
No. That's fine. Tongart, if you want to spend some power to re-roll that, you might. Tongart.
3, 4, 5, 8.
Fitting.
Yes, I better. I'll
Sure.
just re-roll it.
Tongart, I think it's going to be actually a more dick move. They're simply going to take your backpack of your, like, you can still have your, we'll say your items are hidden in your vest or whatever. They're just taking all your apples.
Very rude.
That's evil.
I offered them to you earlier.
Yeah, they weren't. They were scared of it. They're worried that's like some like shenanigans. They don't know what
Yeah.
that is. Lord Buku,
Pair of trinkets.
pair of trinkets. All right.
I
Probably for the
told you he
best.
wanted one.
I was because had you not re-rolled, we would have had this would have been just a really easy way to get over the amulet of planar travel issue. You know?
Yep.
But instead, we'll say also like that you're already losing an item in the battle standard. You know, so yeah.
True.
You're using old Franklin.
Wait, we're losing Franklin?
Yeah, it was left in a hallway down there, and it's just yeah, that's the price of it. But the soulmonger hearing this, he'll then, as you're kind of there in the fetal position, it seems, Elon, you're so defeated at this point that he is able to just take the sword out of your hand, and if you want to like cling to it a bit, you can. But
No.
And
Does it
Soul
hurt
Car-
me when he does that?
It doesn't hurt you, and actually at this point, the soulmonger looks at it and he'll do some kind of like identify on it. And his face will harden. And he will like look at like Buku and the others and say, "Your Majesty, this sword is not even cursed."
Hmm?
It is sentient, it's not cursed.
Oh.
You can unattune from it whenever
Oh.
you
Oh no. Oh no.
And with a just glare in her face, the Umbral Queen says, "To the first shadow." And the Soulmonger says, "Very well." And all of you, I think it's clear to all of you. If anybody really wants to resist, you can. Although you're all very slowed, but it's clear that like you're going to the place to get the information you want, but it's gonna be like a really bad sort of situation. So with that, you all sink into shadow and sort of see nothing but darkness.
Wait, what about Franklin?
I'm gonna remain in this room for one moment. As Lagok, standing there, just kind of goes,
Oh no!
"Once again, I do apologize for what the dragons have done." And Knospi says, "We endured your presence here last time. We will not again. You may seek them out if they are able to escape." She kind of gives her directions to where to go wait for you guys, but she's like, "I never want to see another of you here again." Lagok says, "I understand, of course. Lagok will be like, "We did all think that sword was cursed because of how he was acting, but I guess that was okay, yeah." And she just sort of leaves. In the meantime, however, we will tease what has happened next, because you have made it to a place. This is actually a more interesting thing, because this was an offer that was going to be, but you were probably going to do a bunch of prep to figure it out. But basically what you all experience is a strange... You have all had your bodies reshaped before, but this time it's a different feeling. Because what has happened as you've reached the first shadow is you've all lost a dimension.
What?
I didn't have. I
No,
thought it was
we
only
had
one-dimensional
two-dimensional?
to begin with.
So now you have no dimension?
And not only that have you lost a dimension, but you've also lost, kind of chromatic gradation.
Oh, we had cartoons.
You are shadows on a wall.
Oh.
You are
shadow.
shadows on a cave wall right now.
What?
Flat.
Not even cave paintings.
No, shadows. Plato's cave. Sorry, Plato Gar's cave.
Mm,
And with that,
Well,
I've read about this before.
yeah,
well, how's it in?
Gar. Dude, this is really bringing history to life right now. You know, you always think it's just words on a page, and now, no, it's real.
Well,
It-
Shadows on the wall.
on that note, we will end tonight's session. Whew, guys, that was some high drama, some real high stakes, some excellent role playing of Elon, like ruining everything in a way. The reveal that it wasn't cursed, your reaction to that makes me so happy that all of it.
Oh,
Wow.
so good.
You just
Such a
you got
piece of
Russian
shit.
botted. It
I'm
was great.
such a piece of shit.
Full Facebook Russian botted right there.
Hmm?
Yeah. Yeah. You just
Oh, man.
unfriended your whole family over a bot.
You did.
I just
You
retweet.
did.
Oh yeah, I just full on just started retweeting
Oh man.
AI
This
memes.
was a full
right there.
January 6th moment right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Like,
Almost like you really heavily invested in something for more than it was worth. And then
Yeah.
even though you could get out of it at any time now, you
Now
just
double
digging
down.
in deeper.
Oh,
Mhm.
At least
Really
you didn't kill
tragic.
that guy.
Pizzagate. It's Pizzagate. It's
I
called
really wish
Shadowgate.
I could have just killed that guy, and then it would have been so much easier. We kill the guy, get rid of the body, would have been fine. Would have been fine.
I like the
Right.
brazenness of a dragon in a castle being like, excuse me, walking down a corridor, eating a person and coming back in.
Burping loudly.
Sorry, everyone. Just was.
I mean, it's literally in the Shadow People's castle.
Oh, all right. I'm all better. I'm all better.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
Uh,
That was good.
This we got rid of the sword.
You get rid of the sword.
Can't believe it wasn't cursed. So
Mm.
Did Elon know it wasn't cursed?
No, I mean Elon. It wasn't. I mean, it might
Elon
as well have
believed
been.
it. Elon
made no
wanted to
difference,
believe.
Rella.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's that Elon is just like, yeah, it's a sort of, and also it's a sword that will get like it's a Black Razor's interesting. This was if you remember Soul Carver's Black Razor. It's an interesting weapon because it is not cursed. You can get rid of it, but it's like one of the most contentious sentient weapons there is, and it does have a really bad. It has like a really bad effect on it. Like if you die while holding it, your soul gets sucked into it, basically. But yeah. Or if you die while
Wow.
it's got some stuff.
Can you
like
imagine Elon's soul
Yeah.
sucked into a weapon?
That.
Surprise! I don't have
Okay.
one.
Yeah. Joke's on you.
Sword's like, wait a minute, bro.
Exactly. Well, no, that was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you.
That was amazing.
that was fantastic.
Thanks for watching.
It was so
everybody.
awkward being the only one in that room.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I
just
bet.
leaving
Everyone's just-
one at a time, guys.
Oh my
where
God.
are you going? What's going on?
Guys, we're in the middle of a meeting.
Yeah. If you think of this as like you guys like going into like a business meeting and doing like a business pitch
Yeah.
and just walking out and starting a fight.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's like walking out and stabbing one of the
Yeah.
people that works in that building.
Oh man. I really think you have kind of now burned your soulmonger bridge as well, because he was always sort of like,
He gave us that
Yeah.
nice
I'll
rose.
try to help you. You know, like he's sort of
Yeah.
weird. But
I
he was
know.
okay.
I
Now he's
really
like,
wanted him to. I wanted it so badly.
Yeah, he would not have had a reason. He would not have given you.
It wasn't even cursed. That reveals.
It's not cursed. He could just hand it over. It's fine.
You know, the sad part is we all just got used to Elon, and so like we didn't even question it. We didn't force him to lose it. We didn't take it out of his hands. We're just like, oh, he's just
He's
cursed
just like,
again.
Oh,
It'll
he's
be
done
fine.
this before. We'll get him over it. Let's just get through this. Then he's acting a little weird.
It's just the lawn.
Well,
I mean, technically, it
And
was
I'm
just
still
Elon.
telling everybody he's fine. He's done this before.
he's fine. This is just the kind of stuff he does. Didn't he
It's what
say
he
like
does.
like I never would have said like you're not my family anymore. Oh Lord. Well, everyone,
my
this was fun. So thanks for watching. We do a lot of games on the channel. Some of them interconnect. If you're a Dreamlands viewer, you got a little Bisperus cameo there from Pierce knew about that stuff.
Yeah.
So there you go. So join us tomorrow for the Dreamlands. It is looking like and Roll Camera is going to win out. Arc will be beating Light for our sort of long 2-week vote. And then on Wednesday, I think we're back with I believe we'll be back with Top Flight Tales, but I can't, it's not 100. And then on Friday, we are starting the 13th 13. We had a massive ending. We ended the 12th, kind of the big island arc. So the 13th 13, we have, it's episode 157 starts. The 13th 13. I gotta say it a bunch. I'm so excited. So yeah, join us for that. It's gonna be real cool. A week from tonight, we'll be back with this to see what the hell happens in a 2D, in a Mr. Game & Watch universe, where they're just shadows on a wall. Go to our Discord to interact with us, our YouTube to watch old episodes, our wiki to see all this stuff goes together. Also follow all these wonderful people on their socials. They do cool things. Would anyone like to speak of any of the things they're doing this week?
Anna.
I'm not streaming this week. I will stream next week. Here's what I'm streaming.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys know that there's 2 different kinds of ragu?
No.
Well, yeah,
Tell us
there's
more.
ragu, then there's ragu old world style.
No.
Wait, there's one that's made in New York City.
There's what? No, ragu. There's bolognese and then there's white ragu. And I'm going to be
Ooh.
streaming how to make white ragu. It's not a
Ooh.
white sauce.
Wow.
No, we think not till
Alright.
a week from Tuesday.
Wow.
But if you pre-order Eat Happy Italian, you'll get the recipe for white ragu. If you go to eathappyitalian.com and pre-order my cookbook that comes out October 8th. Thank you. Jed, what are you doing?
I'm not doing anything. Nothing of note as of yet.
Raid Shadow
so,
Legends. Follow at Deadwood Jedi on YouTube.
Just
Pierce.
follow them all.
there you go. There we go.
I'm not streaming anything
Thanks.
this week, but I will continue my Manzuka scene challenge here. I did not expect to have to make a recommendation like this, but okay, pretty clear that I should make a recommendation about when plans go wrong. And so I'm going to recommend a movie starring Philip Seymour Hoffman. I believe it was Sidney Lumet's last movie. And it's fantastic. And it opens in one of the most shocking ways I think you'll ever see a movie open, and it's Before the Devil Knows You're Dead.
Yeah.
It is an excellent movie.
That movie also features something that I think is genuinely a brilliant scene, which is a like tearing up a room, like destroying a room in the most low energy way possible.
Oh yeah.
Like in anger, just like destroying a space, but like without, just like
but being slowed by the soulmonger.
yeah, basically as if the soulmonger were in the room with you. Exactly. Good rec. It's a real Michael Shannon performance in that movie too.
Yeah.
Well, thanks
Marissa
everybody.
Tomei.
Oh, and yeah.
Great cast.
Thanks for watching, everyone. This was a lot of fun. Anyone else? Anything? Then until next time.
Oh,
I also
God.
forgot I have to have one of these. Okay, we got it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, no matter the hoard, at least the treasure.
Oh.
Oh.